Season 3 just came out in NBA 2K25, and in today's video, I'm going to be giving y'all the best jump shots for every single height and 3-point rating in NBA 2K25. So that means that no matter what height your build is, no matter what 3-point rating or mid-range rating that you have on your build, there will be a jump shot in this video that you will be able to green consistently with. Now, finding out the best jump shot for every single height and rating was not easy, so if you could drop a like and drop a sub to the channel, it would really make my time worth it. We're on the road to 10K. Let's try to get to 100 likes on this video. Let me know down below in the comments what y'all think about Season 3 of NBA 2K25, but without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into the video. Now, getting into the first jump shot. Now, the first jump shot we are going to go over is a low 3-point 5'9" through 6'4" jump shot. That jump shot being Trey Jones base, release 1 Oscar Robertson, release 2 Trey Mann. And then for the Q, you want to go pure push. You want to go 4 out of 4 speed. And then for the blending, you want to go 70-30. Now, you only need an 83 plus midi or 3-point to get this jumper. And if you're 5'9" through 6'4", you should have this. If you have lower, then I'm not going to lie, I don't know what to tell you. But you can't really complain with the grades. You get a decent timing stability, A plus speed, can't argue with that. Now, getting into jump shot number 2 for 5'9" through 6'4" guards. This is a middle of the pack 3-point rating. So most small guards should be able to get this. You want to go with Cameron Thomas. Release 1 Oscar Robertson, release 2, you want to go Trey Mann. For the visual Q, you want to go with push. For release speed, you can either go max or you can go 3 out of 4. A lot of people like to go 3 out of 4 because you do get a higher timing stability, but for me, I like max speed. I feel like I get more slightly earliest when I do not go 4 out of 4. And then for the animation blending, you want to go 70% Oscar Robertson, 30% Trey Mann. The only real downside about this jump shot is the low timing stability rating, which a lot of people don't even view it as like an important grade because you're going to get different timings in your shot regardless. It doesn't matter what timing stability rating you have on your jumper. And this right here is my main jump shot for small guard builds. Now for base, you want to go Patty Mills. Now if you do not see Patty Mills, that is because you do have to be starter 4. Again, if you aren't starter 4, I recommend using the jump shot that I showed before. For upper release 1, you want to go Oscar Robertson. Upper release 2, you want to go Colin Sexton. For the visual cue, now I know I went push. For the rest of the shots, Patty Mills base is so quick, you really have to go release. You can shoot off dribble with push with Patty, but if you shoot off catch, it's going to be slightly late every single time. When you use release with Patty, it still feels like push. For the release speed, I ticked it down 1, 2, 3 out of 4 because if you notice, whenever you mess with the speed, it doesn't even bring the speed down at all. It puts a little hitch in your shot. You're going to notice that if you test 3 out of 4 and 4 out of 4, but it really makes the shot smoother on 3 out of 4. On top of that, you also get a higher timing stability. And then for the blending, go 80% Oscar Robertson, 20% Colin Sexton. Moving on to the next height, which is 6'5" through 6'9" builds. First, we're going to go over the best low 3-ball 6'5" through 6'9" jump shots. First up here, we got the low 3-ball guard jump shots. So for base, you want to go with Greg Brown, release 1 Oscar Robertson, release 2 Oscar Robertson. And then for the Q, you want to go push. For the release speed, you want to go 3 out of 4. And then for the blending, you want to go 50-50 because it doesn't matter. When you have 2 of the same releases, it doesn't matter what blending you go. But yeah, this shot right here is probably the best thing you're going to find if you have a low 3-ball or under like a 78 3-ball guard. Now moving on to low 3-point or mid-range spot up builds if you are 6'5" through 6'9". For the base, you want to go with J.R. Smith. Release 1 Sadiq Bey. Release 2, you want to go Lamar Odom. For the Q, you want to go with push. Speed, you want to go 4 out of 4. And then for the blending, you want to go 68-32. Again, this shot right here is for people who have under a 78 3-ball or midi, but yeah, the grades aren't anything crazy. You get a decent release height, you get a decent speed as well at A. Now moving on to higher 3-ball or higher midi guard builds for 6'5" through 6'9" builds. Now for the base, you want to go with Jarrett Culver, release 1 Oscar Robertson, release 2 Sadiq Bey. For the Q, you want to go with push. For the speed, you want to go 3 out of 4. And then for the animation blending, you want to go 73-27. Now the grades on the shot are pretty good. You get an A plus height, you get an A speed, and an A minus immunity. This right here is the closest shot we have to T-Mac in 2K25. And this shot right here does not disappoint. It's very easy to hit with. And moving on to higher 3-ball or higher midi spot up jump shots. Now if you have a higher 3-ball or a higher midi, you want to go with Matt Ryan base, release 1 Oscar Robertson, release 2 Sadiq Bey. And then for the Q, you want to go with push. Release speed, you want to go 3 out of 4. And then for the blending, you want to go 78-22. Now let me tell y'all, this shot right here is butter off the catch. You're going to shoot wide open, of course. You're going to be able to make contesteds. I mean, this shot is so easy to hit. And not to mention how fast this shot is. I mean, this shot is really fast out the corner. Now moving on to low 3-ball 6'10" through 7'3" builds. If you have a low 3-ball 6'10" through 7'3" build, you want to go with base Andre Drummond, release 1 Julius Randle, release 2 Michael Porter Jr. For the visual cue, you want to go with push. For the release speed, you want to go max. The visual cue, you want to go with push. For the release speed, you want to go max. And then for the blending, you want to go 49-51. Now, surprisingly, you only need a 70 midi or a 73 to get this shot, but you do get an A release height and an A release speed, which is not too bad. So yeah, this is what I would go with if you have a low 3-ball or low midi 6'10" through 7'3" build. And finally, if you have a higher 3-ball or higher midi 6'10" through 7'3" build, this right here is the shot that you want to go with. For the base, you want to go with Jonathan Isaac. Release 1, you want to go Julius Randle. Release 2, Michael Porter Jr. And then for the visual cue, you want to go push. Release speed, you want to go 3 out of 4. And then for the blending, you want to go 49-51. The grades on this shot are actually really solid. You get an A+ release height, which is really good on a 6'10" through 7'3" shot. A- defensive immunity is going to help you shoot contested. And of course, you got that A release speed. Make sure to drop a like on the video and drop a sub to the channel if this video helped you out. It would really help me out. Let me know in the comments down below what y'all think about NBA 2K25 Season 3. That's pretty much it, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video.